Alright, so I'm not so sure that this is worthy of a video because this is just flat out memorization. Um, if you have a graph, can you identify the certain functions? We had in that skill packet that we call the library of functions about 12 different functions. Or actually, I guess whatever this is down here, so not 12, but here if you have a horizontal line, look at what do you notice about all the y coordinates? No matter what the x is, the y is remaining constant. So this is the name of this function is referred to as a constant function, and the equation is just whatever that y-intercept, whatever that number is, and they'll just typically refer to it as c, where c can be any real number. So here maybe c is 1 or 2 or whatever the height of that is. So where is it down here? Here we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and just do the next one on this same video. Here, this is the reciprocal function. You have the word bank, so you won't even have a problem spelling it. I always had a hard time with spelling some of these function titles. The equation is 1 over x. This next one is also from our library of functions. We'll study this a lot next semester. We're just going to refer to this function as, they call it sinusoidal. And for us, for right now, this do you remember in geometry when you looked at sine, cosine, and tangent, when you're studying right triangles, we abbreviate sine, S-I-N. So you'll hear students say sin of x. Well, really, it's the sine of x is how we read that. And there's a cosine that has a similar shape. It's just shifted to the left or to the right, and they abbreviate it cosine. Alright, but we're just, for now, on this, we're naming it sinusoidal, and we'll just use this equation for the sine of x. We'll be fine. Here, they refer to this in general as a step function. You can kind of see where it's getting that name by the way it looks like. It looks like tiny steps that are going up there. The official name of it is the greatest integer function. You can see with the solid point being to the left, it takes whatever decimal number you give it and always rounds it down. It doesn't follow the normal rules of rounding. If you look at 3.9, if normal rules of rounding would say, hey, that's close to 4, but the largest integer that's less than or equal to this number is 3, it always rounds down. The symbols can vary a little bit, but we're going to just use this double bracket when we type it out. If you were looking at your graphing calculator and you were punching in numbers and calculating it, I think Texas Instrument doesn't use the symbols of the double bracket. I think it just uses the abbreviation INT for greatest integer function, and that's going to vary from calculator to calculator. So the notation for that is not universal, is my point. Here we have the square root function. And its equation. So here's the name, and here's the equation. So you'll be given these banks, this name bank and this equation bank, which should help out tremendously. This is the cubic function, f of x is equal to x cubed. So cubic and x cubed. Alright, so I'll stop there and do this on the next video.